on, everyone, and happy Wednesday. Hope you're getting over that hump today. And you know what? We're getting over the hump because it is Cooking with Kyle and the Iron Rooster Day here in the studio. But we also got a whole lot to talk about, right? A lot of baseball is going on. And for the Orioles fans, you are watching the game, one, because you feel like there's always hope when the team keeps battling back. But also, the deadline now is almost 24 hours. We're at 27 and change away. And the Orioles are one of the hot teams with a lot of players that could be on the move. We're going to react to some trades that have already happened, one that just happened around baseball literally right before we went live, and a whole heck of a lot more. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. The Ryan Ripken Show, we do this live every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right here on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Whew, deadline season is crazy. And before I get to Kyle here and what we're cooking, if you guys hear a squeaky toy in the back, Ollie Studio Pup is in here. But as always, we got Zach Bollinger taking over the head seat today.
I know. It feels good to be over here. Got the Merit behind me. It's a good day. Wednesdays are my favorite. So anytime we're in here on a Wednesday, Kyle's here. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day.
It's always going to be a great day when you get to have some food. And we also then, people have been wondering, well, where is Brad at? Well, guess what? Stop traffic. Brad is back in the building. How we doing, my friend?
Here I am to save the day. No, so look, it feels good to be back around behind Central Command here. Zach, you've done an incredible job at the helm in my absence, but it's good to be back. And I couldn't come back at a better time. It's Wednesday. I'm Rooster Day. It's always my favorite day as well, Zach. I mean, how can it not be? And then deadline day. Between today and tomorrow, it's our Super Bowl for this show. Last year, deadline day was absolutely bananas for the show as a whole, and I don't think that we're going to be disappointed with all the dramatics over the next 27 and some change hours, as you had mentioned.
Yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close, and who doesn't like to make food, right? And also, by the way, since we have more people in here, I don't think that we forgot about this. It's also Fitness Day, brought to you by our friends at Merit Club. So we think it's one of the best ideas that we're going to eat, enjoy a nice meal, and then one of us is going to have to spin the wheel and have to do the activity, which will be voted upon of what we put on our wheel by our audience members. So stay tuned on that. But also, if you guys have been watching the show, this guy doesn't need an introduction, but I will tell you anyway, owner of the Iron Rooster Restaurants, you guys know how I feel about this place. It's a home away from home. Even if he tries to make me feel bad about my Roostart skills, we're cooking with Kyle. Kyle, how you doing? And what are we cooking this Wednesday?
Well, happy Wednesday. It's tense in here. I feel like with what's everything going on in baseball world and trade world, we thought, let's do some comfort food. So we'll hopefully make you guys feel at least a little bit better about whatever happens later on today or tomorrow. But yeah, we're going to do a couple of different things. We'll do a patty melt. Patty melt we've done before in the restaurant, so that one's not going to be anything kind of crazy, but fun. And then you and I are going to try something that I've never done before: a chicken shrimp creamy marinara hoagie.
Holy
Bacon
crap!
And cheese. I just grabbed a bunch of stuff on the way out and said, you know what, we'll try it today. So that's the idea.
I love it when Kyle just throws shit together.
Yeah,
sure.
It's like Chops, like the show Chop.
That's right. Yeah,
so
yeah.
We'll have some fun with it, but yeah, we'll hopefully give people a good reason to tune in today, even if the trade deadline doesn't go according to plan.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Moves are going to be made, and I tweeted out after Ryan O'Hearn went deep for the Orioles, where the O in O'Hearn stands for extend him. And I got some mixed feedback of, well, yeah, extend him or Ryan. You got to move him. Are you crazy? Look, I understand the business. We all do.
Yeah.
And more than likely, Ryan O'Hearn on an expiring deal is going to be dealt to a team that really thinks that he can be a difference maker. Another guy that's going to be a difference maker. Oh, how about the guy that made another home run robbery? He's wanted for how many robberies he's had, even like the last week. Cedric Mullins, his name it's circling around MLB trade rumors. Where could they both end up? Because they both will be free agents. Personally, this is the hard thing with the business side of it, guys. Those two guys love Baltimore. And I've already told you this. When a guy loves a team and you feel like you can connect with the player, I think that's so valuable. And I hate to see a team lose that component, but you're going to have to make a decision, and Mike Elias in the front office, on what they think is best for the team moving forward. And we're going to get our answer here in the next 27 hours of who is going to be on this Orioles team as we move into the post-deadline of the 2025 season. The Orioles, unfortunately, they had the lead. They're losing. We'll get into all of that down the road here. We're starting to cook it up. But, guys, why don't we talk about some moves that have just happened over the last, 24 hours, and then 2 that happened today. So 24 hours, the Orioles just made the trade where Sir Anthony Dominguez went from clubhouse to clubhouse in between the doubleheader, where he now is taking over one of their high reliever roles. And the Orioles got Juaron Watts-Brown back, who now becomes their 8th best prospect in the Orioles farm system, was 10th best in the Blue Jays. Starting pitcher, right-hander, kind of throws low 90s, can maybe touch the mid-90s. Plethora of pitches, his sliders, his out pitch, and he has upside. He's got to work on his control. But, Zach, we touched on it yesterday. If you would have thought that the Orioles could get a top 10 prospect for a relief arm that wasn't Felix Bautista, I'd say that's a really good move, especially because they got depth where they haven't had that in the starting pitching realm in the higher minor league ranks.
Yeah, I mean, let's call what it is. The one weakness in the Orioles farm system, I would say, going into this trade deadline, is definitely taken massive steps forward since, was the aspect of they needed to rejuvenate the top end pitching prospects. So for a guy like Sir Anthony Dominguez, I don't know if he was going to be here in 2026. He's a free agent, and on an expiring deal, you want to get the most out of him in a deadline where it is very much a seller's market right now. You felt like the Orioles had the opportunity to get a little bit more than maybe what Sir Anthony's true worth was, especially on a rental deal. You get the number 10 prospect for the Jays, a middle of the road farm system, but all of a sudden JWB, it's what we're calling him, JWB jumps into number 8 according to the MLB pipeline in the Orioles prospects. So really it just adds another young, fun arm, big strikeout guy, low walks, which is awesome to see. But the biggest thing is it adds another, I would say, high upside guy. Anyone you talk to raves about this kid. They're saying the stuff is there. Big strikeout, big swing and miss guy. I think overall, this was a great trade for the Orioles. Obviously, we're not going to know what happens for maybe 3 years until we see what, Sir Anthony does with the Jays and then what JWB does with the Orioles. But for the value for a rental, this was incredible value. If you can get a top 10 prospect, no matter who the team is, you can get a top 10 prospect from them and give up only a rental reliever in a year that, like, listen, if the Orioles were at 500 right now, that deal's a little tougher to make. But you kind of, the writing's on the wall. They're not going to be World Series contenders this year. They're probably not making the playoffs. So, yeah. So it's like you take what you can get and you add to the system. And hey, I know people talk about like, oh, it's just another prospect we won't see for years. Yeah, it also may be a prospect that is added into a package over the winter that gets you back a front end guy or a top player. So there's different sides to this. Adding value to your team long term is never a bad thing.
It's never a bad thing whatsoever. And also, Sir Anthony, this is one of his best years right now. Over the last 3 years, he added a split finger or a splitter or a split piece, whatever you want to call it, that's really helped his game and his strikeout rate and his effectiveness. And he can be effectively wild, where he can walk some guys and then he gets out of it, but it's a good deal. But, Brad, you just brought it up to me. The funny thing with that trade has nothing to do with the fact that he went clubhouse to clubhouse. And, by the way, JWB, Watts-Brown, went from clubhouse to clubhouse because the AA Blue Jays team, the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, were playing the Chesapeake Bay Sox down there in Bowie. So he went clubhouse to clubhouse as well. But, Brad, something with the jersey with Dominguez was off yesterday?
Yeah, so you guys can see here is they were rushing to make the jersey for obvious reasons. And, I mean, Do they just travel around with a jersey press? Like, I don't know how this happens. Whoever is in charge of
They must. I'm sure they had to have used the Orioles.
But anyway, the 8, as you can see, is upside down. They were rushing through this, and I would say this is probably a hot item for anybody who's a collector. You get this signed by Sir Anthony as with an upside down 8, something that's imperfect, might be worth something.
Mm-hmm. How about that? You know what? I kind of like it.
I kind of like it too.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I think it's bold. And you know what? That takes guts. And we need guts. And Sir Anthony, by the way, first outing, when he walked back out to the bullpen, came back in, did pretty solidly for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, 2 strikeouts.
I think the Blue Jays are going to like him quite a bit. To move on, I think we're going to see some Oriole moves down the road here. I just have a hunch. But for right now, there are some moves that just happened. There was another Orioles legend that was just moved earlier today. And I can't.
Easy on the legend.
Well, Orioles legend, and I know a lot of fans are going to have a tough pill to swallow that he's a New York Yankee now. Going from the White Sox to the Yankees, Austin Slater has been traded there. And I know Zach doesn't even like my joke with it. It burns too deep for him. Don't hate Slater. He didn't do anything to
I
you.
actually made a pretty big name for myself last year as being the biggest and potentially only Austin Slater hater on this earth. So like they asked me about it in Discord, my feelings, and I was like, it's like that annoying ex is now dating the one guy that you just absolutely hate. You know, like, of course you guys are together. That's just how it feels.
So Austin Slater is your ex.
It's like that annoying ex, and then it's like the Yankees are the dude you absolutely despise, and then you see they're together, and you're like, makes sense. Makes sense. You two would like each other.
I'm really sorry that this hurt so much for you. Yeah, Zach might have been dating Austin Slater at this point. I think that's a very good observation. The headliner right there that, you know what? No love lost right there.
No.
That's one move, the Yankees, smaller move, but one that just happened. If you guys maybe could pull up the tweet from Jeff Passan, but the Pirates just dealt one of their young players, position players, third baseman Brian Hayes, who, guys, I actually faced him in the minor leagues going way back. He's a kid out of high school. He hasn't panned out offensively the way that teams have hoped. He can bring a good glove to the mix, but Zach or Brad, do you mind
I got it.
pulling up the Jeff Passan deal? Is it right there?
Well, I can read. I have the ESPN article.
You're good. We got it right here. So breaking news right there. The Reds are acquiring Brian Hayes in a trade with the Pirates. Hayes is among the best defensive players in baseball and has 5 years of club control beyond this season. Now, the tough part for Hayes, and maybe Zach or Brad can pull up his stats, because he has underperformed. He was one of their top prospects for a long time, and the bat just hasn't come together. And who knows if it ever will come together. Like, it's been a struggle. I mean,
yeah.
But
it's been a fall off of just epic proportions.
But players are still young. Can you read off what his stats were and then how old he is?
Yeah, so he's 28 years old, and here, let me grab the stats real quick. Rookie year 2020, he batted .376 across just 24 games. It has kind of been disappointing since, and in 2025, he is batting .236 with a .279 on base percentage and a .569 OPS. So, not ideal. Where are the strikeout numbers? Do I even have them here?
I don't think you even have to at that point.
Yeah,
my question is why do the Reds want just kind of like, are they in that dire need of a third baseman that they're just going to acquire an average run of the mill?
How old Zach?
28.
Brian Hayes is 28.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think what they're hoping is this deal. I'm curious if we get the final numbers out on like what the deal actually was.
Yeah.
But the team control is a huge component, and I'm assuming it's a low risk. If without looking at anything, they probably can't be giving up too much.
Pittsburgh's getting shortstop prospect Sammy Stafura and right-hand pitcher Taylor Rogers.
Yeah, so Sammy is the Reds' number 9 prospect.
Interesting.
And they're giving up. I think it also is partially because they wanted to get rid of Taylor Rogers. what are his stats? Because Taylor Rogers is a 34-year-old bullpen arm getting paid $6 million this year. And
so they got a bullpen piece out of this. And
actually, I don't know. He's a 2.45 ERA, so it's actually good.
Yeah, so they got a good bullpen piece in this situation, right? So is it Rogers going over to the Pirates?
Yes.
Yeah, Rogers and the number
so
9
they
prospect.
they gave up, even though it's kind of interesting at the age he's at, because the Pirates aren't in it.
No.
But if I'm looking at it from the Reds' perspective, Brad, they're still looking at there's upside in there, right? You can look at players that have had struggles, like Ryan O'Hearn in Baltimore is a guy where hitting didn't come together, and maybe it's just you need a change of scenery. One thing that never goes out of style is defensive play. So at some point, you got to hit. You're going to have to be able to hit to have the value of the position, but his defense has kept Cabrian afloat. And maybe he goes somewhere else. He goes to the Reds, Tito and his staff. Maybe something can connect there. But it seems like to me the Pirates were just ready to move on. Yeah. It had become a situation where they weren't happy with how he played. Certainly Cabrian wasn't feeling comfortable playing there. Not that anyone's wrong. You got to make a move. That's what I see for what the Reds did. And I like the Reds team, by the way. I like what they're building. So they're going to take a risk and see if Cabrian can try to turn things around.
I kind of love this trade for the Pirates.
I was going to say
because
it's a good trade for the Pirates.
They're going to flip Taylor Rogers, who's having a fantastic season. They're going to flip him to another team by the deadline, and I think they're going to get him another asset. So they could potentially turn Cabrian into the top 9, the number 9 guy in the Reds organization. He was the second-round pick in 2023, pick 43. Decent fielder, very fast. Wow, 65 run grade. He's a very athletic shortstop, and his ETA is 2027. So he's 20 years old. I think, I'm actually, if I'm a Pirates fan, I'm happy with this trade.
I would be too. It was
especially if you can flip.
It was a dead end right now for where it was going with Cabrian.
Yeah.
And I would still make the argument with guys like Brent Rooker and Ryan O'Hearn when I brought them up.
Yep.
2 players on the Royals where it wasn't working. And I don't blame Kansas City for moving on from them because they didn't play well for whatever the development reasons or the opportunities that they had or hadn't had.
Right.
Just didn't work out. So Cabrian Hayes, new change of scenery. You get a young prospect. You get an arm that you could trade, you could hold on to. I'm with you. I think it's good for the Pirates. I think that's a better long-term for the Pirates, and for the short-term for the Reds, you're hoping that it's a long play. You're hoping for the next 4 or 5 years, Cabrian turns into an average bat at the big league level, and that helps your ball club. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Ryan Ripken Show. We're live every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right here on YouTube, X, and Facebook. I see you guys, and you guys are seeing this smoke. We are cooking. Not only is the trade deadline cooking right now, Kyle and the Iron Rooster, we are cooking it up. And guys, we're wafting. We're wafting. The Orioles are cooking too?
Orioles are cooking too.
It's 9-7, runners on second and third.
Adley pushing. What happened there? It looked like Adley had a couple of ribbies.
Oh, boy.
It's official. It says official score pending.
Well, we're gonna have to see it out here. Well, don't worry. We're gonna save that conversation maybe around Adley here because he seems to have been getting cooking himself. Kyle, this is cooking well.
Patty melts, right? We go bacon. We got some ground beef cooking, some onions, some peppers, cheddar cheese. We're gonna put some pickles on it, some garlic aioli. Top it with a little bacon. What do you think?
I mean, when do you not have bacon on anything?
You're right.
You have a shirt that is dedicated to bacon.
That's our tagline.
You're adding chocolate bacon potentially.
That could come.
To the menu.
You got to see that before anybody else.
Sure. Hey now.
I did. A little teaser. You know what? I got to see something else here with National Roostart Day.
That's right.
It's August 4th. And actually, I need you to send me that if you could send me the clip from today on Instagram, we can pop that up so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Can't give it away, but there was a contest. And today unveiled the 3 flavors that were going to be up for being judged to be on the menu moving forward.
Yep. Well, thank you for judging. Obviously, we were very happy that you participated in knowing what it takes to make a roost tart. I think you were able to judge fairly, I would say. Yeah, we narrowed it down to 3. We've got a raspberry beret, which is raspberry chocolate pudding. We did a black-eyed Susan, which was a lemon and blackberry, and then we did a Samoan Girl Scout cookie.
We did.
So we've got some options.
It was a really good day to be a judge. Also, I'll take the heavy backsided criticisms I got for my roost tart that I made because Kyle kept throwing it in there. Oh,
hey, look out.
Hey now, Ollie, it's okay. Don't worry. Food didn't get on the ground. You can go back to sleep. No, he's not happy about it. He wanted the food to fall.
He did.
But yes, I can't wait. That is being introduced the winner on August 4th, correct?
August 4th, National Roost Tart Day. Yep. We're also running specials in the restaurant, $2.25 Roost Tarts on August 4th, which is Monday for National Roost Tart Day. And a couple other surprises that we'll have as well on that day also. And we'll announce the winner, of course.
That needs to be announced. $2.25 for a Roost Tart here, baby.
Woo.
And then you know what? For us, though, you can't put a price on happiness. And Kyle brings happiness to us each Wednesday when we're cooking up these melts. And I got to tell you, the wafting here, who doesn't love their own brand of food?
Yeah.
You know?
The waft.
Who doesn't love a good old waft?
The waft is one of those, senses that you need to
That's right.
figure out. But we're going to go patty melt first.
Patty melt first. Patty it up. Well, I'm excited about this. And I'm excited that the next conversation that we're going to have is about an Oriole that is, I still think is a very big part of this team. Looks like he's healthier. And as we're talking about it right now, the Birds, base is juiced at the moment.
Kowser's in a hitter's count, 2-0, 3-0,
Okay.
3-0 now.
No, we'll see what happens. Oh, am I passing these around?
Oh, coming over me.
Just walking.
Oh, which way are we going?
Give that one to Zach.
There you go.
I was going to say, I was like,
There you
just walking right past me with that is crazy. Yeah, there we go. God, this is what we live for.
You got to strut it if you got it. You know what I mean? Whoa, hey now. The wafting's getting a little frisky. Wafting is getting frisky. And for those that are listening, because we put this out, that looks great. We put this out on Spotify and Apple after. So go give us a review on there, rate, like, subscribe, everything. Thank you. Is this for me?
That's for you. That's
Oh, sugar. But we just cooked up some beautiful patty melts. And by we, I will give Kyle credit for that. Usually it's always me doing everything because I am a me guy over we. But
You've always been a team player.
Not
right?
a team player at all.
Always for me. Right? I can't speak for Brad, but for definitely for me.
Yeah,
Always a team player.
we work on it. But we got some great food, and we're going to try them. I also got to take out my Invisalign. Dr. G, what's up? Smile. I'm wearing them. I swear I am. And my teeth are getting fixed. But, guys, should we take the bite first, or should we what should we do? Bite first and then talk about the Orioles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Setty's up, bases loaded.
Yeah, keep it on Zach for a second while I take out my, Invisalign here.
That's
hey,
good call.
Dr. G, cheese. Yeah, baby.
We're taking our bite.
I'm taking my bite right now.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, go ahead and
I'm
do it.
shocked Zach waited that long.
I know.
Yeah, guy wastes no time. Actually, it's up there. Kevin Ostreicher can waste no time too.
Oh, so good.
And that guy. I think this whole group loves to eat. So,
Yep.
Especially good food.
Yeah.
That's what we got here.
well, as you guys know, have a day, have a night, have a bite here, boys.
Patty melts. Can't go wrong with patty melts.
Patty melt, have a day, have a night, have a bite. Cheers,
There you go.
Kyle.
Cheers.
Oh,
Winner.
That was so good.
Don't trade that one.
so good.
That one stays. No trading.
Yeah. That one's not for sale. Good Lord, dude. Do you have the sandwich?
I want to in one bite. I should have taken a man bite. I almost did. Man, that's good.
That's a good
boy.
one.
That's good.
Good.
Yeah, that's what we call a rally sandwich up in here too. The Orioles trying to come back in this game, by the way. That is phenomenal. We threw that together right there. That was great.
Yeah, we are a team. I always give credit where credit's due.
Thank you. I you know what? I'm glad.
I'm really interested in the next one, honestly, because I've never done this before. So it's kind of throwing a bunch of stuff together. But we've got chicken, we've got shrimp, we've got some homemade marinara, a little bit of heavy cream. Hit it with some onions, some peppers. We're going to throw some bacon on there, some garlic, and then we're going to top it with some Cooper's Sharp American cheese.
Ooh. Oh,
put it in a hoagie roll, and we'll try that one too. Let's see what we think.
Man, talk dirty to me.
Yeah.
This is
It's about 2-3 minutes out.
beautiful. Well, guess what? We're going to dive into a little bit more conversations then here. So kind of I wouldn't say this is fun to some people, but I think it opens up the conversation that can be fun of who actually is available, right? Because I'm seeing in the chat here, by the way, of what's it going to take to get this player or that player? Could this player get moved? And one of the names, at least, that hasn't been talked about often, but I saw it pop up recently, was Adley Rutschman. And there was reports saying, the Padres really want Adley. Oh, teams think that he's not the long-term answer in Baltimore anymore. So maybe it's a fun exercise of who could be moved, the realistic chance, and then who could really be the surprise. People like surprises sometimes, right, Zach? You like being surprised.
I do like surprises.
Yeah.
Surprises are fun.
Surprises are fun unless it's not. In this case, though,
it's not.
I don't think Orioles fans would be happy with, and surprised in a good way, if Adley Rutschman were to be traded. And I'll be honest, guys, I don't see where this is coming from at all, just because of the value of the player, of what he does, what he brings to the team. And I am buying that he's going to be back to an all-star caliber level. I think, can we get over the expectations of him to be Buster Posey and for him to be one of the best catchers of all time? Because that's what Buster Posey is. And that was the comparison that he got from the jump. But can we at least identify the Orioles have had 3 straight winning seasons since he came up? And he still is a very, very solid player that I think is going to start to turn it around. I know realistically, we just mentioned Brad, O'Hearn, Mullins.
Yeah.
I think a starter, Charlie Morton or Eflin or Sagano, none of that is a surprise, right? Are we good with that?
I would be extremely sad if said he left, but I know what the writing on the wall says.
Yeah. So with that being said, I got one that I think would surprise Orioles fans, and maybe for a player, but maybe the Orioles buy here, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe the Orioles buy a guy.
And if they buy, then they have to be selling a guy like Adley caliber if they're looking to buy, correct?
They could, or maybe they package something together. One name that we haven't heard from in a while because he is in such a bad space mentally, I think, as a hitter. And I don't know what his future is going to be in Baltimore, but you can go look to some of your prospects.
Yep.
One prospect that's tearing it up down in AAA, Dylan Beavers, where you're wondering what team has a high valuation on him. The Orioles did just acquire some more pitchers, and they have some younger ones in the system. Could someone be involved in a deal for a team controllable guy?
Well, and the bigger question too is, that makes the case for Dylan Beavers as a trade piece is, where do you put him in this lineup? So if you don't know where to put him, does it make sense to just trade him for pitching, which is a desperate need for the ball club?
For sure. And that's the part where you have to make a decision because he hasn't had his chance yet. Does another team think that he could be like a Kyle Stowers type impact, go somewhere else,
Yep.
get opportunity and be a star in the making? Maybe. Or maybe there's the other player that's lost the confidence, but I still think is a chance to be a premier bat. And maybe actually he has the most mirroring situation to Kyle Stowers. That's with Heston Kjerstad.
Yeah.
I think the Orioles are really going to look hard at making a trade to get a pitcher that could have team control. And maybe we see a couple prospects and maybe an arm go elsewhere.
Yeah.
I think that maybe I wouldn't say that would be a surprise to me, but I think that's not what people are talking about of what a surprise in their mind would end up being. Like I don't think Adley's getting traded. Let me get that out of the way. I don't think that would be. And I don't even know what that package would even look like, because that one report, Zach, of saying that people would dangle Cease, who's gonna
that would be the dumbest. I have no clue what an Adley package would be, but I can tell you it does not include Dylan Cease. I can tell you that for damn sure. There would be, unless you are getting back a like Joe Ryan, a Mackenzie Gore in this type trade, I just don't see Adley Rutschman making any. It makes no sense to trade Adley Rutschman, especially because, I understand it's a down year, but you're still playing for 2026, and Adley is a part of the 2026 success. It would be one thing if he was on an expiring deal, obviously. It'd be one thing, hell, if he only had 1 year left. This is still 2.5 years of Adley Rutschman, and he's the guy who it did all change when he got up there. He's been the glue. We've seen what happens when he's not in the lineup. If I'm Mike Elias, I have to get a phone call that just drops me to the floor. I'm so like, wow, you're serious about this? And then even if they do it, I would still be shocked. Like, it would take a lot to get Adley Rutschman away from the Orioles if I'm them.
Because, okay, with all the ones in Baltimore, and I think it's easy, Brad, for fans of your own team, you're going to be the most critical of players, right, Zach? When Sir Anthony got traded yesterday, we had people in the chat that were Phillies fans being like, good, get him out of there. He's terrible, because they have a resentment of what they saw when he was in Philadelphia, which he was a solid pitcher. He was a solid pitcher. Did he have his good moments and bad moments? Sure. In Baltimore right now, that's how I think some people view Cedric Mullins, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, they go, oh, he's only hitting 217 or whatever he's at now. Maybe it's continued to rise. Cedric, over the last 3 years since he had that big 2021, well, he's still averaging 15 to 20 home runs a year, 15 or 20 to 25 doubles, and 30 stolen bases, and plays Gold Glove caliber defense.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's hit 230 over those last couple years. But is that a solid overall? Would you take that? Would a team want that? They would.
Hell yeah.
But Orioles fans maybe don't feel that same way. And Adley, for the last year, up until June, was having a really big struggle.
Yeah.
So,
well, and my thing too about Seti, my argument for keeping him would be that he's a fan favorite. So, just the way that people love him, like they love other players, you could see Seti being around for a long time and becoming like a Oriole Hall of Famer type of player, Hall of Pretty Good type of player. But my other thing too is that he's also kind of the glue that keeps the team together. He's been there the longest. He's the longest tenured Oriole as of right now. I understand the why it would make sense to trade him. He's obviously in a contract year, but it could make sense to keep him too. I feel like a lot of people are quick to dismiss this, but it could make a lot of sense to keep him for a lot of the intangibles that people just don't really see value in, the way that either GMs or even the clubhouse would see. And you should take care of your face.
My face is it's something.
Yes.
That patty melt is great.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have been keeping out.
Yeah. Well, no, you're making the next sandwich here.
I wasn't trying to switch it over.
Oh, you're good. You know what? You guys know this. I'm okay with looking like a fool at times, because you know what? We all mess up on this show and this program. We like to be professional in the sense of when we talk about something, we're going to have something to back it up. But when it comes to messing up, hey, put your hand up. If you're going to mess up, guilty. I'm cool with that. I'm the best that ever has done it as a chef. But am I going to miss flipping an egg? You're damn right. Am I going to make myself look like a complete
Tom
ass?
Brady
Yeah.
throws interceptions.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great comparison. Tom Brady and I, we would both throw interceptions.
Ollie's here to clean up.
Ollie is here to clean up. Well, we're going to continue diving into that because, Brad, I agree. Cedric Mullins just means so much to the city.
Yeah.
Kyle, we've talked about that. But why don't we talk quickly about, because you are taunting us with this, and I want to keep this hot, of just talk about it again for listeners, because we're on Spotify and Apple, of what we just put together right here.
Yeah, so we threw together shrimp. We sauteed up some chicken, a little homemade marinara, a little bit of heavy cream, some bacon, some pepper, some onions, So I mean, kind of like a hoagie / this thing's going to be a mess. That
Love
part,
it.
I'll make sure we got enough napkins for you. But yeah, this was kind of just thrown together and said, hey, let's see if we can do it. And you guys will be the judge. So in about 10 seconds here, I'm going to cut it up and walk it over.
You know what? You ever seen the campaign with Zach Galifianakis and Will Ferrell?
Yeah, great movie.
You know, get yourself a broom because it's a mess, or get yourself a pup because he'll clean it up. Oh, that didn't mean to rhyme. Hey, Zach, you know what? Maybe I can be clever and funny. Yep. Okay. Thanks.
Gotta hit the cricket thing.
Yeah, I got to hit the cricket thing. Yeah, okay, sure. I know you're just mad and focused because apparently it's a bad strike 3 call.
Oh, yeah, game should be tied. Game should be tied. Laureano called on a ball outside the zone, a 3-2 pitch. It's a tough scene. Tough scene, but ABS will save us soon enough.
Yeah, well, how about that one right middle the other day for Zach?
Oh, my God.
You know, sometimes, like,
ABS
umpires are much better than we give them credit for, genuinely. Like, these are the best of the best out there. But every once in a while, you get one and you're like, yeah, robo-umps wouldn't be the worst thing. Like, there are just times, 90% of the time, I'm like, you know what? It's baseball. They have a strike zone. As long as you're consistent with it, that's all that matters. And then you see one like that and you're like, ooh, yeah, we need something to be able to just stop that.
Now, I will say the frame job was not the best by Adley on the play.
Yeah.
However, I don't know how much more of the plate you can actually cover. Like, that got not just the meat of the plate. That got the meat, the bones. It got the whole dish.
Yeah.
Like, I don't if you want to argue, okay, caught it a little bit low, it's still a strike. But if you're arguing, I got that in where?
Yeah.
The middle in of the plate? Because it's certainly not in. And I love, you know, my favorite thing as a hitter, though, when that happens, you're sitting there, and when you're in like an automatic take or something, and it happens, and you take, and like you look away because you know it's going to be a strike. You're waiting to hear the call, and then you don't hear anything. But I love that if you see the play, the guy just like, oh, like just walks it off, doesn't even react to it. And in his mind, he's going, damn. That was right down the dick. You know, like that's exactly what you're thinking.
And like Adley's reaction when after he caught it and then didn't get called a strike, he just pauses for a second, just kind of almost wants to look back and say something, or maybe he did, and then just tosses the ball.
I think
back.
the umpire admitted that, hey, I missed that one.
He had to.
You have to.
Right.
Yeah.
Just be like, that was my fault.
That's my biggest thing with umpires, when they're able to say like, hey, I messed up. And we don't always see it, but I love that human element of, you know, you've heard some hot mics where an umpire's dropped an F-bomb or something, just screamed it. Right. And you're like, okay, he knows like, oh, great. He messed up. Like, he's acknowledging it. Or other guys will say like, hey, my bad. Not that it makes you feel any better, because I'll tell you what, you don't get it back. As a batter, you go, thank you, because I think you're already too generous to pitchers as it is. It's hard enough to hit.
Right.
But, yeah, batter right there. No better feeling than a ball right down the middle. Look at that thing. Let's take a closer look.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, try that one. I got to hear your guys' feedback on this one.
It's not going to focus.
Get yourself a broom.
There we go.
There it is.
Because it's a mess. We're going to try.
Beautiful.
What are we naming this thing?
Oh, Tuscan chicken melt, or
with fly lice,
a marinara shrimp. I don't know.
Kyle's concoction. I don't know.
This is how the process works. You kind of just keep throwing things out. Like
I love it.
I call it damn
like
good.
writing music.
The kitchen sink right here.
Yeah, I call this damn good.
Yeah.
And you know what's damn good? We're going to show that Cedric Mullins robbing a home run here in a second. But hey, have a day, have a night, have a bite. Cheers.
Brad.
Whoa.
What kind of sandwich that changes your day?
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Yeah. Damn good
Happy
sandwich.
Trade Day Eve. Comfort food. What do you think? Well
I want
done.
to shake your hand.
Oh.
I want to shake your hand.
It's always a round of applause.
You see that meme right there? It's like, no, hey, I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand. That's
We got to look at the camera. now it's a meme.
Now it's a meme right there. Wow.
That was fantastic. That was incredible.
Just like all the flavors together. I don't even know what
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah, something different. Like I said, I just kind of grabbed some stuff on the way out and thought, we'll throw it together, see if it works. I mean, chicken and shrimp and bacon and peppers and marinara.
Yeah.
What?
Can't beat it.
Nope.
All right, good. Think about that for the fall. We're working on the fall menu right now, Ryan. So we'll need your help tasting.
Oh
this
yeah,
thing, of course.
this would be a good football sandwich.
Yeah, they're a good call.
I'll take 10. Like, this is the thing where I think we can be creative, but then I think of you being like, oh, look, I'm Kyle. I'm going to throw these things together and it's going to be magic.
Just gonna whip it up.
Yeah. I envy that. I envy that skill. I don't have it. I'm not musically talented. We talked about that yesterday on the show with Chris Titone as he was promoting Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah.
That was understanding that musically, like I can bring great energy to a dance floor, but I'm not a great dancer per se. Great energy though. Depends. I can kick down the door with the best of them. I can't play an instrument outside a recorder yet.
Right. That's right. We figured out Hot Cross Buns was your
No.
song. I always wanted to be able to play the piano and be able to just walk into, a bar, a tavern, and the piano's right there and just hack away at the keys. And
Yes.
people start singing Piano Man at the end. And I can't do that. But if you give me a kitchen and just say, hey, there's stuff in the fridge, go for it. That I can handle. So I guess for one skill or the other, I'll take the food.
You know what I thought of yesterday or right now because of last week's show was me flipping the egg, which, by the way, you want to go back and watch One Egg Flip to Perfection by me? Should go and take a look at that. One egg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very emphasis on the one egg aspect.
1 for 2. 1 for 2 is going to keep you in the league
Like
for a
one
long
and-
time.
It's like
The
one
whole
and a half
thing?
for 2. You got half of the one in.
Yeah.
It's like 1.5 for 2.
Yeah.
No, it's just
I've
just
seen
half
worse.
the egg
I've
didn't
done
make,
worse.
make it, unfortunately.
Don't even think.
Yeah. And obviously you were 1 for 1. But I'm thinking, like, what if you're at like a hotel or you're at a place where they're having like the breakfast and you can cook? They have a guy that makes an omelet maybe at the end.
The omelet station.
The omelet station. Has that anything happened where maybe, injury to the omelet maker?
I got
And then it's like, medic, oh, how can someone come save the day?
Call for the
Don't
left
worry,
hand.
I got it.
Yeah.
And then you're just in there. Like, oh, how did you do this? And
Kyle walks in, gives the call to the bullpen.
Yeah. Actually, I probably wouldn't because then I think I'd probably stuck on the omelet station for the rest of the day. So it almost would be like, no, I don't know how to do it. Like when they say there's a doctor on the plane, like, you run to the front. If you're that doctor, like that's saving lives. It might just be on the omelet station and say, you know what?
No one's getting omelets today.
I
who
won't.
knows how to cook? Not me.
No.
And
Good luck, everyone.
When the Ryan Ripken show keeps growing, then and it's going to be on in the background, they're going to be, sir, is that you cooking on the
Wait a
show?
minute.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, no, not me. You got me mistaken.
The
for
Ryan
somebody
Ripken
else.
show, it's the Zach Bollinger show sometimes. When
Coming
it's-
soon.
Oh, God. Goodness gracious here.
I'll let him know.
Yeah, well, Chris is asking, when's the harmonica coming back?
That's, things started going poorly for the Orioles once I bought that harmonica. So I don't know if it's getting up there. Like looking back, self-reflecting time, may have put the franchise back a little bit. My purchase of that harmonica on the post-game show. And I'll take responsibility. But looking back, maybe not my brightest idea.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it might have not
I did
been.
like 3. I had 3 intros with it. That's about it. Might have to crack it open again. Who knows?
Was it like a real harmonica,
Yeah.
not one you bought at the dollars?
Yeah, and I mean, like it was like $15 on Amazon. So
Wow.
it's like it came in a
Is that
case and
expensive?
everything. Came in a
harmonica?
case and everything. And absolutely. It was one of those things where I looked up a harmonica and at first I was like, how to play it. Found out how many different variations of a harmonica there are.
Yeah.
That's a shocking discovery. When I found out I was practicing on a different harmonica type,
They're
Makes you
different
start-
keys, aren't they?
yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like, and I was like, this sounds nothing. And it was like, make sure you have this key harmonica. And I was like, okay, well, that would explain it.
It's it kind of like it's like we were just talking about Billy Joel, the piano man. And he has like the harmonica on his neck,
Yeah.
just playing the piano and the harmonica at the same time.
I'm going to be honest. I saw a singular video of a kid.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
typical guy fashion is just, I'll buy it,
Yeah.
I won't research it.
I saw this. I
Yeah.
saw
Who
this
needs
video. I
directions?
saw a video of a kid playing. He got up on stage, similar fashion, at like a bar, and started just ripping Piano Man on the harmonica. and the place was going nuts, and like that inspired me to get a harmonica, and I played it like twice. Well, like imagine though. Okay, let me set the scene. Like imagine we're just like having a show, and I just casually pull out a harmonica and just start Piano Man, just in perfect key. Like people, it would stop. People would stop.
I would definitely.
I would
pull over.
Yeah, the world would stop.
Yeah,
it
so
would
like
end
that's what I'm
all problems. The Orioles would start to win again.
I gotta start doing that outside of Camden Yards. You know, there's always people like playing the
Street
drums.
performers?
Yeah,
Oh,
street
yeah.
performers. You just see me out there doing Kevin and Zach React by myself with a side hustle playing the harmonica for tips.
What happened to that guy from the Ryan Ripken show?
Yeah, they're like, it's like the before and after. It's like he's now a street performer playing the harmonica. He just plays Orioles magic on the harmonica every time they win.
And what about losing? No?
We'll have to find a
Find
maybe
a
that's
song.
Piano Man.
Yeah.
We'll slow it down a little bit.
Oh, great. You know, I'm getting some ideas here about what could be showstoppers.
You know, Piano Man was a true story. Like the song itself
Yeah.
was true.
Yeah.
Dude was playing. So I know we're getting off topic here, but it's actually a pretty incredible story that he played under a name that wasn't his own because his name was under contract with another company. So he had to market himself under another name and then and the whole song is basically him just playing in this dive bar that nobody knows about. And then
I didn't know the name part, but I knew about playing in the dive bar.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I will real fast say 8th inning, bottom 8, 9-8 Blue Jays lead. Tyler O'Neill pinch hitting against Sir Anthony Dominguez.
What else would you want
Couldn't
besides a World
couldn't
Series?
script it any better.
One thing, another segment we need to have in the future. Besides, also you have our game we're going to play today moving forward, right? You have the game.
I do. Yeah. Is this a big deal?
Is this
Oh.
a big deal or I'm kind of a big deal? Is this a big deal?
You are
Okay.
kind of a big deal, but yeah.
Yeah, kind of a big deal. To go with this, another song that's a true story.
Yeah.
Brad, Baby Got Back. You know, Zach? You know that one?
Wait, actually,
I
You
heard,
know?
yeah, I've heard this before. I'm now reading the lyrics and I'm like, yes.
which one?
Yeah.
Baby
It's
Got Back.
Baby
autobiographic.
Got
yeah.
Back. It's
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
yeah. It's a autobiography.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, yeah. The front,
National Idol.
yeah. Oh my God, but yeah. I know that. Yes, I know this one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That's like one of the first things you learn in musical history.
It's gonna
That's
say
right.
yes, I do. I know this. As soon as I saw the lyrics, I was like,
I
oh my
know
gosh.
this song.
I
Baby
was like,
Got-
yes,
okay.
I definitely have
Wow.
heard that song.
So, and we're talking about historical value.
Yeah,
Piano Man and Baby Got Back.
that's yeah.
The thing is, that might actually not be true that the song is true, but I guarantee along
That song
those
is
lines,
that song is the truth.
that might be something that other people, have gravitated towards throughout their time. So, and you know what?
Both iconic songs.
Sir Mix-a-Lot, again, added to the song, Zach, that you shouldn't have played when you were a
Yeah.
kid because you thought it was a good tune. You had no idea what the lyrics were. They're one of a kind.
Wait a minute. That song, you know exactly
Yeah,
what the
there's
lyrics
yeah,
are. in that
correct.
song. That's
I don't
not
know
like some
as a
hidden
kid,
meaning.
But that's the thing. As a kid, looking back, there were a lot of things that I was like,
when they're
that
saying
was very-
Becky, look at her butt, you don't like, that's just the way that it was said, like Becky. You're like, wow, okay, I just want to say Becky.
The
Yeah.
first
No,
line
there's no
is, I
chance.
like big butts and I cannot. lie."
Correct.
Yeah.
There's
That
no
literally-
misinterpreting
yeah,
that.
There's
There's
no
no-
hidden meaning. Just,
Yeah, there's
I'm
no,
just saying.
you can't make a case for that one.
That's so it's again,
And
it's
Brad, don't clip that. Either.
There's
My kids are listening.
oh, we're totally reclipping that. And you know what? You should use that for your own personal marketing, Kyle.
Kids are
Hi.
listening.
Kyle, and we'll get the other rooster over here, Kyle and Kyle, at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, both unquote roosters.
Yeah, the Iron Roosters, and we can get the Iron Man as well.
There he is.
Maybe we'll see him at one point, but we're getting way off topic here. I apologize. The one thing I wanted to add a game was buying something as an impulse that you're like, I'm going to use this. And then you never really actually use it. So I would classify Zach as I bought that harmonica. I'm going to be the
Yeah.
next best harmonicist.
Yeah.
Harmonic.
That's
Is it?
I don't know, harmonicist. Yes, harmonicist. Because I think
The
that's what they're calling-
harmonicist?
I think that's what they're calling themselves in the videos.
So
I guess. Sure.
Yeah.
So there it is. I think we should have a segment on all the things. I can guarantee you, I bought some stuff
Oh, yeah.
that even for this studio, I'm like, why the hell did I buy this initially?
Yeah.
It was good in theory.
Yeah.
And I've done nothing with it.
Like what?
There was a couple of, or maybe it wasn't for the studio when I was starting off and I was buying like,
Oh, yeah.
that
yeah,
was,
yeah.
there was some
Oh, I've
things.
definitely bought stuff that I don't need.
Yes.
For sure.
Impulse buys.
Uh-huh.
Did you guys ever buy the Flexa Seal? Just throw it on?
No, but I've always wanted to.
I've wanted to, right? With the, gosh, that would have been.
I want to make
I
the
bought
boat.
it,
I want to
yeah.
make
You
the,
did buy it?
I bought it. Yeah. Seemed like it worked. The guy got on a boat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to make the
Made
boat.
of it. Why wouldn't you buy that? I mean, when do you not need to build a boat with tape? But it didn't.
There were
work,
just
by the
so
way.
many because it was the boat. Then there was, it's how we started. I sawed this boat in half and he kicks it down and it breaks.
yeah,
and then
yeah.
he saw. I think that that spoke to me.
Yep.
Because that was
Same
like
thing.
one of those things where, like you said, I was like,
Or like when they flexi seal the entire bottom half of a house,
yeah.
and
Like there was just,
flood it, and then nothing comes in.
there was just parts of me that I was like, this is life changing.
Yeah.
Anything can now be a boat. Like
Trizzle says it works apparently.
The greatest thing,
because
is-
like it just felt like, well, there's, you know, how duct tape.
that's marketing.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Like
That's marketing. And the slap. I love the slap it on.
it's also become
Flex
that meme.
seal. Wait, exactly. That was like everyone's injured on your team, and then you call up someone you never heard about.
yeah,
and it's like the Band-Aid, right?
That's right.
But if you're new to the
Sir
channel,
Anthony Dominguez was a flex seal for the Blue Jays.
it was a flex seal right there. Or then, you know,
1 inning, 2 Ks, no hits.
you
Damn
know
it.
what?
Sir Anthony.
He's a good kid. He's a good kid. Best of luck to Sir Anthony moving forward. Let's get back into a little bit of trade talk, and then we'll do our little bit of if I'm a big deal, if it's a big deal, if it's
Is
a big
this
is this
Is this
deal?
a big deal?
Is this a big deal? And tomorrow, then, with our trade deadline, we're also going to have the what in the world or what in the hell, like last week it was Chuck E. Cheese being arrested. What happened on the internet? Tomorrow, we'll find out tomorrow. But I've seen some predictions because there are teams that are going to be very active. And I saw some comments about the Mariners. The Mariners already got Josh Naylor. They want to increase their offense. They got a lot of pitching prospects, right? So who could they be targeting there? I still have a hard time seeing Ryan O'Hearn as a target for them because they already have Josh Naylor. I don't think they want to put O'Hearn in the outfield. Cedric, to me, in Philly, I think the Phillies are going to be really aggressive. Not that I'm saying that I want this to happen. Just when we're looking around teams, there's a lot of players there that teams won. And then like Helsley with the Cardinals is an interesting name. Do the Twins finally like move one of their big arms, whether it was Joe Ryan or Duran? You know what I mean? It's a fascinating discussion. And there is the Padres, who I think they do want to improve their team. And with the Giants are they're really struggling. You're looking around the league and going like, all right, there's some teams that I think are going to continue to be aggressive, and it just hasn't happened yet.
So it's interesting that you bring up Steady to the Phillies because you have Brandon Marsh as their center fielder, who actually, numbers are pretty comparable to Steady right now. 233 at bats, batting 258, OPS is 700. Do you really, if you're the Phillies, do you really replace Steady with him? Brandon Marsh has been in kind of a staple center fielder for the Phillies too.
I don't think it's necessarily. Excuse me.
You gonna platoon him?
No, you could move those guys in the outfield. I mean, the one that you
sure.
don't want to have is have Kyle Schwarber out there and left,
Well, no,
and that's happened.
he's listed as DH anyway. But
Right, but I think one team, the Mets, I know were a team that was of interest. The Padres need another outfielder, but they have Jake Merrill in center field, right? But do you want a defensive threat? But you get my point. Do you want, if you have a good option for an outfielder, do you want to just have that guy to have him, even if you have to move him around? Like I would love Seti to play center, But if you have other guys that are comparable to play center, but you have a really good outfielder, would you put him out there? Like, would you want to go out and acquire for a guy that can have 20 home runs and everything I just mentioned before? I think it's an interesting conversation. So, I'll go on the other side of this for teams that I don't think need to make a move because I think that their nucleus and core is really good. They might still win. Like the Rangers, to me, I think the Rangers are scary.
Yeah.
They are terrifyingly scary right now. That's what's not a oxymoron? Is that an oxymoron? Terrifyingly scary?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. Two adjectives that mean the same.
But what is that?
No, oxymorons when it's two things that mean the opposite. It's like jumbo shrimp.
It's what's that? Redundant.
Redundant. Maybe.
Redundancy.
Maybe I'm just being a little redundant. But the Rangers to me are scary. They have really good pitching. They have a very good defensive team. And they are starting to play better ball. They're right there now in the thick of it.
Yeah.
I think Boston will be in the hunt. I really just am curious, are any of those big teams going to make the big splash? And I see the name. The Pirates have a couple guys that could still move. Their closer is one of them, right? So when you're looking at Bednar, for instance, and you looked at a guy like Helsley, and you're looking at a guy that before, apparently Clase, they were saying that he was really on the block for the Guardians until a little investigation is taking place.
It was always going to be a gamble to take him.
So apparently there's like some talk with the Astros also in talks with Carlos Correa, which according to Jeff Passan, those talks have gotten dark or gone quiet. I think a deal gets done as far as that's concerned before the deadline. I'd be surprised if it did between those two.
So same with Correa?
Yeah, and if Correa goes to Houston, the Astros are once again another scary team.
I think they're still scary right now.
No, I just meant like even more so.
Scarier. Yeah.
Terrifyingly scary.
But where does he play then? Does he go to third?
Yeah, because who do they have at third?
Well, Pena right now, I know he was a little banged up going to the All-Star game. I don't know what his status is. I got to check it. But I wonder, everyone's healthy. What do you do there? Do you play him at second base?
Yeah.
They're good. They're a good. The thing with the Astros, they're a good team. They got a good infrastructure. Cam Smith was an unbelievable trade.
Yeah,
an unbelievable where you shipped Kyle Tucker, franchise player, and you absolutely nailed it with who you got back.
Yeah,
but good teams do that. That's like if you want to separate, and I feel like that's genuinely what good organizations do. Because Ryan, how many people when they were like, "Hey, we're trading Kyle Tucker," were like, "Oh, you dummies. Like you guys are giving away a franchise player. You guys are giving it," when they were like, "Hey, we're not going to sign him. Like he's going to go get a $400 or $500 million contract. We can't afford that." They go out there and they don't miss a beat. I mean, they were last week at one point, they're the best team in baseball. They're inevitable. They can trade away literally one of the best players in baseball in Kyle Tucker. And then the next thing you know, not only are the guys they got back producing for them at a high level and keeping production up for a longer term, they don't miss a beat. And that's what separates these incredible teams from kind of the rest. How the Astros, I get it. Like the trash cans, all that stuff. And but we are now in year 10 of this. The Astros are just inevitable.
Yep.
Like you don't go a decade of doing that unless you are making these moves and they are paying off. You can't just trade a guy to trade a guy. We've seen so many players get traded and you're like, oh, that's the return. They nailed this one.
They did. And it was actually a great trade for both teams. Kyle Tucker and the Cubs.
Yeah.
They're getting what they wanted.
Yep.
They're getting what they wanted, and Houston made that move. And they've had a great run of developing certain pitchers that have come up through their system recently. They've acquired good talent. Also, they've acquired good hitting talent, by the way. Like having guys, Alvarez, they hit on Springer at the time. Altuve, Tucker, you name it. They've done a great job with those players. So, yeah, Houston's a team. They're going to be active towards the end. They got a great system in place. They trust their system. They've had the success. Detroit is going to be an interesting spot over there because they scuffled, but they still are the best team in that division. They're still going to win that division. Only one team in my mind right now, unless the Guardians get really hot. That's the only team I can see coming out of the Central is Tigers. I mean, the AL East. I mean, the Red Sox are right in it. But Seattle's the team where you feel like this is where they've been the last couple of years. Like they're right on the cusp. They have good pitching. They have a solid team, but yet here comes Texas. Houston's already there, and they're still having questions on it. Can their offense be enough?
I was going to say, it's just Groundhog Day every year for the Mariners. It's, wow, they got to go out and, help this pitching staff. You got to go get a big bat. They got Josh Naylor. That's a good start, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's the only thing they end up doing. It feels like every year they go and get – last year it's like, oh, they need that big juice, jump, one or two players to go get them over the hump. You got Randy Arozarena. It's a good bat. I think that's good, but didn't really change the dynamic of their offense. Josh Naylor, a good addition. They didn't change. I feel like if you're the Mariners, they just got to go all out. Like they have to go for that big bat. They have to find something. Like they need to get Eugenio Suarez. They need to go get that monster
they
bat.
Got Cal Raleigh.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But if it's just him with the way the
dumper.
rest of them have been hitting, I mean, there's still, I've had 3 games where they've won because it's a Cal Raleigh homer and nothing else. It's just, if they want to be competitive and actual World Series contenders, if they just want to make the playoffs, they can deal with the way they are. But if they want to be actual top of the line, like you let this pitching staff go and give you a chance to win it all, you're going to need to add something to even protect Cal Raleigh so that they're not just walking him anytime he comes up to the plate with a big situation.
Team batting average is 245 and team OPS is 730. Well, 730 is not terrible.
730 is not terrible.
But 245 is team batting average.
It just feels like every year they're like 1 or 2 bats away and they just don't make that big move. And you just like, it feels like the rest of the league is like pulling their hair out. Like, you guys understand how good your pitching is. Like, just go get
and they got
one guy.
And they got options that they could give up. And also, by the way, going into this week, the Blue Jays had the best hitting average team in baseball at 263. So the averages have dropped. So the Mariners are probably they're right in that like middle area.
Yeah.
They're not bottom barrel, but they're middle again. Last year, they were really offensively challenged. So it's going to be a fun race to see. I'm excited to see what happens. And I'm also excited because I just saw this from Mike Feinstein about an hour ago. It was his tweet saying the Twins are looking to move their closer to Durant.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it looks like the Dodgers are the most interested team.
And they got the farm system of players that could make the move. And I think the big trades with the closers are going to come down. I could be wrong. Could happen today. But I feel like those type of deals when teams have to scramble and they're going, wait a minute, he's not available. If we want it, it's got to happen now. It's going to be a very interesting Thursday deadline. But I'll tell you
I'm
what.
actually surprised that the Dodgers haven't made a move yet.
I think
given with their injuries and all the issues they've had, obviously if everybody was healthy, they wouldn't have to touch a thing. But if they want to make another run, I feel like there's got to be a trade that has to be made somewhere.
It's coming. It's coming. But you know what? I think deals today could be more value. Tomorrow could be the blockbuster. And then everything I just said, watching 20 minutes, breaking news, so-and-so big name players getting moved. But I think the desperation at the buzzer is going to get things going.
Mm-hmm.
And those teams that are having those guys available, they are going to try to pin these teams against each other. Right till the end. So right till the end. Makes sense.
Isn't baseball too one of those sports at the deadline that it also goes past the deadline, right? If I remember correctly, even though it ends at 4, you won't hear about some things until later on.
There's a chance. There's so much more information out now.
Yeah.
So when something ends at 4, you usually get a rumblings that something's in the works. And this year they pushed it back even from 4 to 6. Last year I think it was 4, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was still 6 last
It was still 6. I can't remember.
Yeah, 6 last year.
Yeah.
The trade deadline for NFL might be 4.
Yeah, no, the MLB trade deadline used to always be 4, but for
That's what it
some
was.
reason last year, because I remember last year was the first year they made it 6.
Yeah,
that's why
live.
we were live. We hopped on at like 1 and we were live for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I should go back and watch the film.
You should.
Marathon.
Yeah, I should. But in this case, the Orioles are going to be a team that's going to sell some pieces. The Twins, same position. They have some pieces that could be sold off. And then the big guys, the buyers, the Dodgers, the Phillies, the Cubs. Hell, the Brew Crew could get involved.
I was
too.
just
And
about to say, yeah.
the Brew Crew are they're hot, man. Talk about a team that knows how to win without spending a lot. They're the same kind of as Tampa Bay. They just win a lot of games recently.
First in the division.
So we will see what happens here. But hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Ryan Ripken Show. We do this live every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right here on YouTube, X, and Facebook. And we're having a good time with all of this. And also, by the way, Zach, I guess we can wait 1 minute. Are you trying to? Well, I was going to look at. We can do our bets for Hollywood Casino.
Yeah.
In a little
Did you
bit.
see 4 straight?
Well, now we got to talk about it.
Come
All
on.
right, fine. We'll take a quick trip
Come
up to
on,
our
baby.
friends at Hollywood Casino, Charlestown Races, and West Virginia. Better. You see, Zach sometimes picks and chooses when he wants to give the oomph.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it depends on, because if Brad's here, usually Brad will hit that upper towards the
Oh,
end.
yeah.
So you have to play off who you're with.
Jumping
So
octave.
you can't.
So if it's
bring-
with just us, we like harmonize in it. Brad goes a little above, so I got to go a little lower to kind of keep it.
I understand your thought process for our acapella group.
Yeah.
The 2-man acapella group.
What
I
would
think
be-
if he brought the harmonica,
There it
Oh
was.
my God.
Or the
Hey.
pit-
I
the
should
pitcher.
actually learn how to play
What about the pit?
take
The
country
pitcher
roads on it.
or
It's a tuner.
the tuner, the
that's right.
whatever that is.
Yeah.
I don't.
That thing.
You have to, yeah.
Yeah, that we should get one of those. That's a price that we
Ooh,
will use.
People don't
Just
know.
found a 10-minute and 42-second video on how to play country roads on the harmonica.
There you
So
go.
that's what I'll be doing.
Well, that's what we'll do. But my point is, Zach always seems to have a little more pep in his step when he's winning some bets here. So in this case, Zach, congratulations. You have now won 4 in a row.
Yeah, 4 straight.
Congrats.
You know,
Well done.
Hey, you're on the
yeah,
on the
ever
right
since the
roll.
All-Star break. All-Star break starting with the golf. So we'll see. And tonight we're keeping it going. I guess.
Yes.
Actually, I'm now realizing that the game I was giving hit 4 just started. So we're replaying this. We're
Okay.
going back.
We'll edit this.
Legendary shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
You just buttered your last biscuit.
I had to wear it because Kyle was coming in. I had to wear it because Kyle was coming in.
Oh,
So
But
you wanted to throw a frog event against Rooster?
Ooh, who would win in the fight?
Oh, Rooster's
yeah,
gonna
Rooster-
kick the
Rooster-
shit out of
Rooster,
that
like,
frog.
Unless there's a frog
don't
that
know.
big wearing overalls, then maybe I wouldn't
That
want to
is
mess
true.
with one of those
Well,
guys.
yeah.
We don't see a lot of those nowadays.
2-legged and boots. Yeah, hands. The graphic tees that Zach has are always top.
Oh yeah, they're always on point.
Always
I
top
have a
notch.
actually my girlfriend got me this one because I saw it online one day and I kept talking about it and she was like, "Do you want the shirt?" And I was like, "Yeah." It's like, "I want the shirt."
I think it's a great shirt.
Yeah.
Shout
You
out
get the
Mom.
harmonica, but she gets you the shirt. That makes
Yeah, exactly. It's a beautiful.
But the thing is, we don't see those things anymore. We don't see frogs walking around with overalls like we used to.
No.
Times have changed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like this
That-
was a pretty common thing back in the day.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
That's where they got
Piece of
the.
straw in his mouth.
Oh yeah.
Where do you think the idea came from?
Yeah, the frog farmer. Yeah, just the last bastion.
Yeah.
You know, they talk about like the Trojan horse. We haven't seen that in ever. Right?
Horse.
It's been a while.
Or- I'm
Trojan-
sorry. I was still
Trojan
chewing.
horse.
I'm sorry, but Zach, what pick are you making?
All right, we're back. Freddie Freeman, 2+ bases. That's where
Ooh.
we're
Who are they playing?
going against the Cincinnati Reds.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a
So,
good one. Like it.
Yeah, I like it in Cincinnati, small ballpark. Maybe he just gets one out, makes it easy against Nick Martinez, who's having a okay year, 4.69 ERA, but I like the odds of that, you know. So Freddie Freeman, 2+ bases.
There
Let's
you
see
go.
what we can do.
Well, I appreciate that, Zach, and we appreciate you. And over or under 3 seconds. Under.
And you lost.
No. It hasn't started yet.
No,
That's
you
the
said
crazy thing.
Under 3 seconds.
I know, and I agree. It's under 3 seconds right
About 10
now.
seconds ago.
2, 1. It's right there. Wrong one. Oh, wrong one.
Okay.
That was the
Yeah.
thing from earlier that I was talking about with Adley.
I got you.
No, that's one of them right there. But hey, bet online and get $100 in pen play cash. Actually, the deal is bet $10, you get 100 in bonus bets with the ESPN Bet. You download the ESPN Bet app. You also get 30 days free of ESPN Plus. And if you got a gambling problem, though, you call 1-800-GAMBLER or our friend Rocco DeSangro, and you must be 21 years or older. And we appreciate our friends up at Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races. Yeah! West Virginia.
I'm a little rusty. That was actually way out of tune.
Could have been a little bit. That's okay.
That was rough.
But you brought
I'll be back.
You at least brought some energy.
Yeah.
Zach?
I think I was very good on that.
Okay.
Self-reflecting.
Well, guys, as we finish that up, the Orioles did lose the game 9-8. The cell's back on. Get rid of everybody.
Everybody sucks.
Get rid of them. Ollie, what do you think? You know, an interesting thought would be if we did a Ryan Ripken show. Maybe that'll be for tomorrow, like a trade deadline. Who would be traded? What's the value of the pick? Could be an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
We had that earlier. Kevin said I got traded to the Brewers.
Oh yeah. For
a retired player.
Yeah, for a retired player.
but
And a washing machine.
Washing machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
We still needed to buy the wires and the hookup for it. So
Well, yeah, you know what? We'll get that going. But trade deadline, by the way, 2 to 6 will at least be live tomorrow. Big day, talking about all that and more with the show. And then it'll be a little bit of a die-down period. And then guess what? Baseball's into the post-deadline part of the year. And then football season. Guys, I mean, the first game, Hall of Fame game for the NFL.
tomorrow.
It's right here.
Yeah.
It's right here. And we're going to talk about that, not now, but later on. Because right now, since we have you here, Kyle, I think we should play I'm kind of a big deal. Is it a big deal?
Is it a big deal?
Is it a big deal? I feel like A, we should
Jesus
have a
Christ.
sponsor, and B, we should have some theme music. So I'll work
Okay.
on that for
All right.
next week for sure. Yeah, the game is this a big deal? I'd like to ask you guys. I did some research throughout the week, and we'll actually move over to football since we were just talking about it.
Oh,
Hey, here we go.
Fox just released their first power rankings of 2025 right before the season starts. I'll give you the top 5 so far. Philly, Baltimore, number 3, Kansas City, number 4, Buffalo, and number 5, Green Bay. A couple of notables. Number 9 is Detroit. Number 6 spot's the Steelers, interestingly enough, just outside the top
What?
5.
for a top, like all the NFL.
The
all
power
the
rank.
NFL.
This is power rankings, right?
Yep, power rankings. Number 18, San
Hell
Francisco.
outta here.
3 NFC teams in the top 10 and 7 AFC teams, weirdly enough. So Philly and the Ravens, is that a big deal coming in at number 1, number 2?
No,
no.
Not a big deal.
you know what? We could take the rankings, and when we throw away this plate, because I'm going to finish the rest of these sandwiches, guys. I got double duty, by the way. Cheers. Cheers to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to throw it in the trash and move on with our day. Why? Because power rankings are a bunch of poo. They are. I could care less. I used to get excited when a new article came out every Monday, and I'd go, Ravens had a big victory. Where are we? And then you get older, and you go, well,
This is just an opinion of some guy who's never played the game in his life.
Yeah.
or it's like it's a cool talking point. Like, yeah, power rankings in week 5,
Yeah.
preseason. But how many times in baseball right here didn't a lot of people have the Orioles preseason ranked high?
But that's my favorite part, is to go back and look.
Yeah.
So I did that. I had our research
You
team.
did.
I had our research team, the crack team of researchers that we have on the Ryan Ripken show, go back to the 2024 opening power rankings, same date last year. Number 1, any guess? Any
Kansas
guess
City.
last
I'm going
year?
to say
Number
Kansas
1,
City Chiefs.
San Francisco 49ers.
Oh,
Ooh.
everyone
They had
was-
a great year.
Everyone
Yeah.
was on big on them.
They had
Now,
a good
here's
year.
where it gets interesting, and this may change your mind. Number 2, Philadelphia Eagles, and number 3, Kansas City Chiefs. So
So
at
2
the
and 3.
beginning of the season,
Oh.
training camp,
I see what you're saying
you
here.
see the Super Bowl last year was what? Kansas City and Philadelphia, the 2 and the
Yeah.
3 rankings. Now, here's where it falls off the rails.
Oh,
Number
that'd be
4 were
great.
the Lions, number 5 the Texans, number 6 the Ravens,
Yeah.
7 the Dolphins, 8 the Jets, 9 the Cowboys, and rounding out the top 10 last year, 2024 NFL Power Rankings before the season started, your Cleveland Browns.
See, now that's
Forgot about
just foul work.
I
right
know,
there.
but number 2 and number 3 last year before the season started. Number 2 and number 3 this year are the Ravens and the Chiefs. So obviously they won't be able to play in the Super Bowl. However,
That's
Philly, Ravens, KC, Buffalo, Green Bay, top 5 power rankings to start the season. So now that you know what last year was. Is this a big deal?
It makes you feel good that they have good
number
teams.
2 team. If we're going back-to-back years of the number 2 team to open it up wins it, then it's a big deal. But I will say, I think power rankings in general, big deal when your team doesn't have expectations. So like when you're a young up and coming team and you're like, oh, we're moving up the power rankings, like that's fun. Like when you're a team that isn't good and moves up the power rankings, that's cool. I'm at the point, especially with the Ravens, this is like the 5th straight revenge tour.
Yeah,
I need hardware.
It's
Every
Super
year
Bowl
he's-
of bust.
I need
Super Bowl of
hardware.
bust.
Like that.
Every year is the Ravens' year.
I was just about
Every
to
year
say,
we're coming back
yeah.
with vengeance. We're, we got a chip on our shoulder. We got the whole bag. on
yeah,
our
yeah.
shoulder.
As long as
But-
Lamar Jackson's playing for the Baltimore Ravens, it's Super Bowl or bust at this point. Just because they've been all the way up until the Super Bowl since he has started. So at this point, it's just like, great, win some games, get in the playoffs, and then actually win some playoff games to get to the goddamn Super Bowl.
That'd be, I think a lot of people would love a trip back to the Super Bowl for Baltimore, one that they have not been since the 2012 into the 13 season, where they defeated the San Francisco 49ers, the Harbaugh Bowl.
Yeah.
Back then, the lights went out at the Super Bowl. 49ers almost pulled off one of the most improbable second half comebacks in the process.
Hey,
They did.
Trent Dilfer has what Lamar Jackson doesn't, and that's his goddamn Super Bowl.
It's a team sport.
I'm just saying.
It's a team sport.
I'm
Until
just
and you know
saying.
what? That's until it's done, Lamar doesn't have Dilfer's dimes. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Right
That's
now,
right.
all Lamar has is 2 MVPs. He should have 3. But Kyle, what do we got next?
All right, number 2, we're going to stay in the AFC North. We're going to stay with our Baltimore Ravens. It has been reported that 1/3 of the Baltimore Ravens can't swim. You saw Marlon Humphrey's post
see that.
yesterday. He is putting it out there that Michael Phelps should show up to Ravens training camp and teach our Baltimore Ravens how to swim. Is that a big deal?
It's a big
Ryan?
deal.
Big deal.
That is a big deal.
Big deal. Because I'm thinking Super Bowl in California. Maybe they go on a boat ride.
Oh,
So,
Hey,
I need to
no,
make sure.
hey,
No
easy.
boat
Oh, yeah,
rides.
no boat rides.
No
No
boat
boat
rides.
No boat pictures.
No boat pictures.
You cannot take, if the wide receiving core takes shirtless pics on a boat, we're done. The Cole franchise is gone.
Then you'll have to sell.
Yeah,
the
like
team.
maybe they go snorkeling or something to take the mind off. I need to make sure that I know. I want the whole team to be able to swim.
And I gotta say, shout out though to the guys there. Shout out to the group. That was hilarious.
Ronnie Stanley looking like he lost some weight.
He looks good. You got Ronnie, Kyle Hamilton, Charlie Kohler just throwing himself in there. By the way, we got to get Charlie back on to talk his whole story about
Charlie Kohler
about the
always
tight end
finds
view.
his way into these.
He loves it.
He
Oh,
loves.
yeah.
I love it.
But I thought it was great. I think it would be a big deal. I think it'd just be cool. People, we talked about this with Baltimore
Oh, yeah.
fans, right? Like people in Baltimore love people that love Baltimore. Michael Phelps is a Baltimore guy.
Are
Seen
we
some
over-
content there. And if he helps the Ravens with an issue, in the pool, that's good karma. That's good for everyone. It feels good. But if they go on a boat at any point towards the postseason, Zach,
Especially if they have a bye week. No boat.
then we're gonna have to then
Water
it's
taxi,
off.
even the water taxi.
Water taxi's fine.
Okay.
No
Just don't take your shirt off. No tarps
no,
off.
No tarps off. That's for sure.
No.
Are we over the Michael Phelps throwing out the first pitch of the World Series for the Diamondbacks?
I'm fine with it still. It's okay.
I know that was a lot of people did not like that.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I mean, look, he is a Baltimore native, but he's an American hero
Oh yeah.
in sports.
and he lives out there. I'm cool with all of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, and hypothetically, if the Orioles are ever to be in the World Series in 2055, then there's going to be a list of other people that could throw out the World Series pitch.
Yeah.
Just kidding. They're going to the World Series this year. Book it.
Okay.
All
Book it. What do we got next?
All right, last one, and we're going to kind of stick in the same theme. This might be controversial, Ryan.
Oh, boy.
It's beach season. It's pool season.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
The folks that go down to the beach or the pool and put their shirts and belongings on the lounge chairs early in the morning so that they can have the space closest to the pool or the water so that other people can't sit or have, a lounge chair. Is that a big deal?
No.
Should you make a big deal?
Nope.
Well,
Dude,
Wow,
if
Brad,
you-
without even thinking.
If you want the spot, do better.
Okay, but here's
Well, are we talking about individual spots, or are we talking?
It could be an individual chair
Well, I'm thinking,
or
so are we
5
saying,
in a
so
row.
is this pre-placed chairs at a pool, and you're going down early to reserve just your chair?
Correct.
Because I was gonna say, if this was the beach, I know people at the beach will like get up early, but they'll take their beach stuff down. I don't think that's first come first serve. But if it's like there's a pool deck with a bunch of seats and people are getting up at early to reserve, I don't think it's a big deal, but still,
how
like,
early? How are we talking about? Like you're getting up and you're putting your stuff down there early, and then you're gone for 3 hours.
Yes. I think
that's
the concept.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
no,
if you
I
go,
was thinking
if you go down there and then you go to get breakfast and you're
Yep.
back within like 15 minutes, or
Yeah, like
someone
if you
stay.
go get
If
your
one
stuff,
person's there
yeah.
with 6 chairs, but you're there
Yeah.
in the presence, I'm cool with that. But yeah, I think if it's a big deal, if you get your spot and you're not there for 3 to 4 hours,
Yeah.
buddy, I'm moving your stuff.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I'm
You can't
moving
just-
your stuff.
just putting a bag on the lounge chair to reserve it.
Yeah,
You're
they
down
do
for
4 across for the family, and they.
I never heard of that. I've never heard of them just like reserving a spot and not coming back for 3 hours.
Well, and
Oh,
that's the crazy thing.
Yeah, that's what's happening. These resorts and people are going down early, and they're leaving them for 3 or 4 hours, going to eat breakfast, as you said, and then leaving, and then coming back, and doesn't leave the spot open for somebody else.
I was thinking like you're just there early because you want to save a spot. You don't,
No,
and
this
maybe you
is-
just sit there. You don't get in the pool for
Mm,
3 hours.
no.
but,
Oh,
like,
no doubt.
just straight up
That-
leaving
Yeah,
and then
that
coming
is
back.
the-
That's
should
a
be
big
the
deal.
rule, Brad.
That's
Yeah,
a big
what
deal.
you're stating, but
we should put that in bold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem.
that's a problem. That's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize
that's a big
resorts were having that issue.
deal. Me either.
Well, it's also
Oh, yeah.
like the one thing I saw on beaches, I saw Scott Van Pelt put that out a little bit ago.
Oh, that's right.
It's
Yeah.
a photo of people on the beach where they just reserved a spot, but no one was there.
Oh, yeah.
They just put out the chairs.
Yeah, a
and
10 by 10. Yeah.
No.
yeah, they just put
Oh,
it out
my
on the
family
beach.
does that. We get up early,
Uh-oh.
but we're back within maybe an hour and a half.
Okay,
Ooh.
And it's like right outside our place. Like you go on a beach. I'll say I think beach is
we're getting
different
controversial now.
because
This
I
is
think
what I'm saying.
this is beach is different because you have to take your own stuff out there.
Yeah.
I think the resort's different because everyone has like their different, like the resort provides the chairs. And then you're like, hey, these 4 public, chairs are ours and we're leaving them for the day. If you take your stuff down to the beach, because I see people all the time also like, well, it's different. Are they staying at the beach for a little bit, then going, or are they just dumping evercing, leaving for
Dumping
the
and
Dump,
day?
go.
they dump and
yeah.
go.
Oh,
Dump
so
and go.
Depends on
Also-
how long you're out there.
also, why is it like not a big deal? See what I did with there? If
Yeah.
you leave all of your shit on the beach and everyone goes into the ocean and you're not worried about any of your crap getting stolen.
Well, see, like I agree. Well,
Like-
first off, you want to trust everyone in the world because integrity.
Right. Everybody trusts
Yeah.
everybody on the beach is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're not trusting anybody on the
Well, you got
on
to
the
take
street.
all that stuff. If you take somebody else's stuff, you got to take all that stuff back to your car.
I'm just saying,
yeah,
though,
that's probably not worth
it's not
your while.
it's not that
anyway.
hard to just swipe a phone or maybe a Bluetooth speaker or something. If you guys are, there's a kleptomaniac out there. I'm just saying, like, people just leave all their stuff. Not hard to just go swipe a beer out of the cooler, but people don't do it.
Maybe that could be a penalty if you leave your stuff for the longest
You
time.
lose your beer.
It's like you lose a beer for every 30 minutes
There you go.
that you're not there.
Yeah.
I think Zach at an hour and a half is I think that's too long.
We're getting close, but you're still within striking distance. So if someone yells that these people are, who the hell do these people think
Also
they
think
are?
well,
So you
it
just
depends
run
on
up
the
and
size
go,
of the beach too. That's the
Uh,
thing. If it's like one of those like small beaches where it's shoulder to shoulder,
Yeah.
that's different. If it's a beach where it doesn't get crowded enough to where it doesn't matter if you put
Yeah.
your stuff
You got to
out.
know your audience.
Yeah,
if it's
I
a
think
beach like
that's
that-
the biggest thing because
Yeah. If it's a beach like that, that's a beach that you're not going to see me at. I can tell you.
yeah, like if it's one of those things where people you have to get out there at 6 a.m. to reserve a spot or you're not getting anywhere close to the beach, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But if it's a beach where if you roll up at 12 and there's still plenty of spots, if it means that much
Yeah,
for you
and
to
on
be
a
in that
Tuesday
patch
might
of
be
stand versus that
different.
patch, that's
I'm with you there.
I'm personally, unless like I have a spot where I'm there consistently, and that like for your family, if they've been there, I get that. But overall, if I'm putting my stuff up, like I'm setting up shop and I'm being there. Cause you know what? If I'm getting there early, I ain't leaving. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah.
I'm getting myself situated. If I got to go and make a food run, I'll go make a food run. But I have someone that's probably staying there
Yep.
to make sure my stuff's good.
Yep.
But if you're a 3 to 4 hour guy and then leave,
That's happening, guys.
That's happening.
That's a big deal, apparently.
What time are they getting there? Like 6 a.m.?
Well, especially at these resorts, what's happening is that, as soon as the sun comes up, people run down to the pool, put their, stuff on 4 or 5 different chairs, and then they go back up to the room, like Ryan said, grab breakfast.
That is crazy.
Hang out, and then they go back down to the pool expecting that, A, all their stuff's going to be there, and B, those are their chairs. And at first I thought maybe Brad was in that group.
No,
I
misunderstood the assignment.
Got it.
But Zach's there. Because Zach, what he's doing is he's leaving his stuff, and then
I've
Zach's going
to a pool.
Zach's he's going to go butter some biscuits.
And
then
his
come on
defense,
back.
he's got some old pants.
He's down every 20 minutes, kind of just sitting there, and then he runs back up, and then 20 minutes back, and then he runs back up.
Sorry,
I've never been
Nancy.
to a pool like that though, like a resort pool where you've had to get up for that. We've always been.
I think I've seen it on cruise ships too.
I was gonna say I've never been on a cruise. I can't do cruise ships. I refuse to ever get on
Yeah,
a
I'm not
cruise
trying to
ship.
get on a human petri dish.
In
In the middle of the ocean.
I don't mess with the ocean that much to be like, I want to be in the dead center of it. And they'll just be like, yeah, it's a massive storm tonight. We're just going through it. It's like, no, I'm good.
Also,
I'm going to stay on land.
It's crazy to think too, speaking of cruise ships, like the earthquake that happened last night with the tsunamis and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
You don't feel a tsunami wave if you're on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean. Apparently, it goes underneath of the ship.
Well,
that's
terrifying. That's terrifying.
You don't feel it.
It's even more scary.
Isn't that crazy though?
Yeah.
Like you're just sitting on top of everything. You have no idea what's going on below you, but it's apparently that's the thing.
Like I just
that would terrify the hell out of me.
Me too, if I knew about it. But I guess ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, it's true. But you know what's also true? That it's free to hit that like and subscribe button, by the way. Ryan Ripken Show. We do this live every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right here on YouTube, X, and Facebook. And we just did. Is that the last of it's a big deal?
Is this a big deal? Week 2.
we
Appreciate
go.
it, guys. I was
I like
your
that.
opinions on
I like that.
what's a big deal and what's not.
We gotta get like is it like a saying? Like we get it on the soundboard, like it's a big deal.
Yeah,
or
we can get cards. You guys can turn them.
Yeah.
Big deal, not a big
Yeah, we
deal.
can do
I'm kind of a big deal. I'm Ron Burgundy. I think we can do one of those too.
I think we'll work on the production side with Brad.
I love our fan base, and some of the shit that comes out of their mouths is kind of crazy and ridiculous. Some of it's hilarious. I do have to put this one out there because it is pretty hilarious, just based off of Cano's performance today. And then
He's had a rough woof. Go.
well, and then Nomadic Brian said that the bananas got fleeced.
Hey.
It is hilarious.
And they're coming here.
Props for that one. Yes, the bananas will be here Saturday.
The Savanani
The
bananas.
Bananas. We
The
didn't,
bananas are coming.
we didn't get the invite.
We just got both Rogers twins actually just got traded. Mets are acquiring Tyler Rogers from the Giants. Man, so the Giants are really just
Wow.
all right. I'll see what it's.
So they
So
Giants,
Taylor
so
and Tyler both
so-
Rogers twins are gone.
and Tyler's to the Mets.
Yep, that's a good get for them.
Good for them. Hey, the moves are happening here, and they're only going to continue to rise as we get closer.
A 1.8 ERA.
Wow.
Some would say that's good. We're getting closer to trade deadline here. We are now under 26 hours until the deadline's here, 6 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. We'll be live from 2 to 6 to see it through all the way. A lot of things still to discuss. We just did discuss, by the way, Savannah Bananas are coming to Camden Yards this weekend. That's awesome. You know, it's also coming to the Baltimore region in a few weeks, fellas. It's not with this. It's not the bat. And it's kind of in the realm of Happy Gilmore. Happy look out.
The BMW.
BMW Championship's coming back to Baltimore up at Caves Valley. That was where that 6-hole playoff with DeChambeau and Cantley took place.
2 years ago.
That was 4 years ago now.
Was it really? 4
Yeah, because your boy was still playing for the Tides. Go Tides, by the way. We lost a lot of games in 2021. But did we have fun? Sometimes. But I appreciated all of my relationships through it. But I got to miss that tournament, Brad.
Oh.
And everyone told me how great it was. And it was. It was one of the iconic tournaments of the year. But BMW Championship, they also are starting practice rounds on August 12th. Apparently, it's like $30, $35 to go to practice rounds in the first 2 days. And I think it's like $100 for a ticket to any of the events Friday to Sunday. But if you have a kid that's under 15, I believe, they can get in for free. If you're a military, active, or veteran, you also get complimentary access to the BMW Championship. So a lot of ways to give back for that case. I'm excited.
Caves is beautiful, by the way.
Beautiful. And they redid it even more so. And it's the FedEx Cup playoffs.
Yeah.
So golfers are going to have to qualify in. That's part of the deal. So it's going to be the best at that time that will be up there at Caves Valley. It's about 25 minutes north of the city. We got a lot of golf fans in here. Shout out Nick Moore that lives on a golf course just as much as he lives on a football field as the long snapper for the Baltimore Ravens.
The road he lives on is named after a golf term.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
So he might just, there's no, if we had odds for betting if Nick was going to be at the BMW Championship,
I would put it pretty high.
it might be minus 1,000. It might be 1,100, minus 1,100 to 1.
My money's unhappy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Happy Gilmore, baby. It's all in the hips, but we will see what happens. But you guys see it right there below, bmwchampionship.com for info on all tickets. And they have other opportunities to give back. They have a donation and a scholarship fund service. And in 2021, when it came to Baltimore, the BMW Championship, Baltimore and that BMW Championship raised the most amount of money, $5.6 million.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So the people of Baltimore, people helping people, the reputation's great.
Baltimore, good people.
Good people here and good pups, Ollie. We didn't forget about you. But check out the BMW Championship, guys. It's a few weeks away.
Gotta get back. Just want to get back to the bananas conversation real quick.
Yeah.
Con and I talked about this before the show. I'm sure it's probably a ton of fun in person. Have you tried watching it on TV?
I've watched it on TV. Yes.
I just find it unwatchable on TV.
Do you watch more of the clips or do you watch the live broadcast?
No, I tried watching the live broadcast recently, and it just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, there was a day when there was nothing on TV and the bananas were on, and I thought the same thing.
Yeah,
but I think there's something there to watch for sure.
Well, in a live presence, I get it. I just don't understand it. Understand the entertainment value on TV.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely, you have to be there to experience it. And also I think that their bread and butter is the short form reels and clips and watching it on your own time.
The
fan experience in person and the fan experience of being able to watch the highlights on your phone. You can make the argument for probably a lot of,
Could you watch the Globetrotters, like a 48-minute Globetrotter game, or would it be more fun to be there?
Yeah.
Probably it'd be way more fun to be there.
Right. So I think that's kind of in that same vein.
I like that comparison.
Yeah.
My other question was, if you were ever asked to be in the Banana League when you were still playing,
would I do it?
Would you do it?
I mean, I would do it now, not playing anymore, but because I think I could get back into
some kind of shape.
I mean, I still feel like I'm in good shape. It's just now getting into swinging a bat. Yeah, I think I could.
Ooh, I could see a one-day contract.
Oh.
See how these hips move?
I could see a one-day contract here. Can somebody get a hold of the bananas?
Can you do a backflip?
Can I do a backflip? Well, depends. What type of backflip? Do I have to land it or can I smack? Like rack? Yeah. Hey, he owned it well, too. A shout out to him for...
Yeah, the video he posted.
Yeah, he had some ones making fun of it. Other ones being like, you say that got me famous. I was already famous before. I'm like, damn, kind of right.
Google me,
Jameis Winston. Did I tell you that story, Brad?
Yeah.
About Jameis? Zach, do you remember that one?
Which Jameis story?
So Jameis was at a high school baseball prospect combine event. And so one of my roommates, when I went to college, was also at that event. And Jameis was there. And Jameis was a top baseball prospect at the time. So some people knew how great of a football prospect he was, but a lot of people didn't. So when they met Jameis for the first time, those that didn't know asked, oh, do you play other sports or what else you do? He's like, well, I'm trying to decide between baseball and football. And he goes, oh, I'm going to Florida State. And they're like, oh, that's cool. Like, are you going to be able to play at Florida State for football? And he goes, haha, Google me. And then walked away.
That's a great line.
And then he went to Florida State the next year, and as a freshman, right?
Yep.
Florida State won the national championship.
That's the best of all comebacks.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
I did see a comment of him saying recently when they asked, it might have been on the pivot with Ryan Clark, and said, Ryan Clark asked him, did it hurt, essentially paraphrasing, to watch Tom Brady take the Bucs to the Super Bowl right after you left? And he was like, I'm happy for the guys. It was great. And, I know that we're battling them and all of that. And Tom throws a pick six in game one because he's on New Orleans, Jameis is. And he throws a pick six at Janoris Jenkins, and he goes, oh, I've thrown a pick six on that route all the time. and I start dying. But then he goes, but people don't care as a quarterback what your stats are at the end of the day. Honestly, they care if you can win the game no matter what. He goes, Tom wins the game no matter what.
Yeah.
He finds a way. He leads the team to that. And he goes, I felt in that case, I left wins out on the table. But it was this genuine moment, but also a moment where he's like, yeah, I've thrown a pick six like that all the time. Yeah, he's a national treasure. He's a good kid. And you guys are all good kids. Guys, we're getting close to wrapping this up. I know I got to hop on a call here in a few minutes, but I know we have a fitness challenge that we have to do. Do we dare just go with the same list right now and spin it?
We're going to have to just do that.
And how do we want to decide, Zach?
How do we want to do this?
How about this? If it lands on 1 minute leg raise, the split squat, or the wall sit, I'll do it. If it lands on the other three, you do it.
So leg raise, split squat, or wall sit.
Put
So
it on
push
screen.
up, squats, and plank is me.
It's out of the frame.
Oh, yeah. I was just trying to look at it. So that's what we're doing. 3 and 3.
So you get the plank, the squats, and you know what? Should I make you get the push up because that's your thing?
Well, yeah, that's what you assumed. That's what you already said.
All right. So you got 75 push-ups, 10 squats,
25.
2-minute planks. I will do the wall sit, leg raise, or split squats.
Or 75.
No,
75.
All right. So
120.
yeah. So I'm push-ups. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to spin it. We're going to figure out who's doing it. All right. We ready?
If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. We got our Merit Fitness Challenge for today, always after we eat.
Will Zach throw up today?
10 squats.
Are you happy about that?
What a day.
Why don't you get in
winner.
front of the camera right here and do it? That's okay. No. Right here, right in front of the camera. Well, don't hurt yourself. Well, we'll see what happens. Zach is going to go get the kettlebell. Wow, he really lucked out there today.
I almost feel like he might have had his finger on that end of that.
I think he did too.
Yeah. We have to look at the replay.
I also did just have a video of that I might play real quickly. Yeah, go in front. You're good. There it is. Let us all watch. Let's all watch. Yeah.
Can you hold it over your head? You have to hold it over your head.
Oh, yeah. See, now you got to survive squats with the beast attacking you. 1001. 2. Get him, Ollie. 4. Oh, did Ollie just drill his head?
That was Ollie's head.
Oh, man.
Dogs
5.
don't usually make those mistakes.
6. Where are you getting 6, 7. Oh, I thought you said this was easy. Okay, we'll do 10 more.
10. All right, there we go. Thank you.
No, see, this is
Well done, Zach.
well done, Zach. In the future here, we are going to draw this one out. But you know what, guys? Before we go, I want to show you one of the fitness things that I just did recently. And then tomorrow, Kyle, if you are cool with it, I am going to showcase the Roost Tarts during our 4-hour deadline stream.
Yes,
not the
of
full
course.
thing, just the videos that you've posted.
Yeah, you signed.
We can't give it away.
You signed an NDA, so there's no way that you can get that information out without hearing from our legal department.
What is it? Iron Rooster Inc. LLC
Rooster Inc. That's right.
Is that what it would be?
It would be Esquire. Yes.
Esquire.
Calls from our law team.
Am I going to get sued because I named my rooster Kyle? No, it's just a name.
Unfortunately, I don't. Yeah,
You don't own the
own
name?
the IP on Rooster's name Kyle. Although maybe now that I should.
Yeah.
They could trademark it.
Yeah, I think at this point.
I'm going to pull this up real quick, and then we'll get on out of here. And, guys, tomorrow we have a jam-packed day for trade deadline. It's going to be a lot of trades. We could have gotten more into some of the football news, and maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. Are also planned for the 4 hours unless it's really out of control. We are going to the plan is that we're going to have call-ins at some point, as long as it's not going too crazy for our Holy Shirts and Pants members. So, guys, if you are a member, thank you. Have a chance to talk tomorrow. I also owe you guys a Rip After Dark. That's where we get a little bit more off the cuff, more personal on the channel. Go live for that in the evenings. And, yeah, what else we got going on? Well, if there's anything new that's popping, I will let you guys know first. I appreciate all your guys' help and support through everything. This isn't loading right now because why would it not load? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if you want to stick around right after Kevin and Zach react, I'm going to go live.
Right here?
Yeah, as soon as we end, I'm just going to go live.
Oh, you just can't wait for this to be over, can you, Zach?
Well, I actually already have it set up in case people want to go wait there.
You'd have thought the squats would have tired him out. I guess not.
No, I think it
I
gave me
didn't do
more
it, no.
energy.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. Just another day in the office. Another day in the office.
You're a good kid. I don't care what everyone else was saying about you. All right. Do I have the right video? I'm hoping it's the right video. We're going to find out here soon. Here it is. Here's what I just did at Merritt the other day, guys.
Jab. My bad.
I could have been bad.
Oh, don't worry. I get hit all the time.
Oh, you do?
Hey,
That's fine.
yeah,
All right,
no big
great,
deal.
great.
Jab, cross, hook, uppercut, slip, cross. Nice shot. Good shot. Roll, boom, boom, roll, boom, boom.
I feel like you move that way too easily. Do this and it's going to go like, the bag doesn't move the same way when I hit it when you hit it. That's why you're the pro at this.
On this cross, I'm stepping and boom.
Smack on.
Yes. Jab, roll.
Try to get more like the pow.
Real slow.
Not bad.
You're going to bounce forward, back and forth. Side steps. Really good drill. You can bounce, you can move. You can bounce, you can move. Work on pivoting. Kick to the head. Whoa.
What's high?
Yep. So I'm here, I go up and boom. Good.
Appreciate you fluffing me up. Makes
Yep.
me feel good.
So we're here. Whoa.
Flying.
Oh, my God.
And then move a little closer. Yep. Good workout.
You're a beast.
Hey, you're a beast.
I will be. Next time
there we
I'm out
go.
here.
There we go. Good job on the kicks too.
Hey.
Building me up, but wow, he's a beast. He was like, literally, it just sounded different when he made contact than when I did. But it was so much fun. Got more of those videos. So I've done a bar class there. I just did a kickboxing lesson. And Merritt Clubs has been great to us. And they have a new deal that they're going to be running, guys, starting in August. So can't wait to explain that more with you guys and more of what we have in store with them. But I think it's time, guys, to say farewell today. Kyle, thank you again.
Thanks, guys. Have a great week. Good luck tomorrow.
I'm kind of a big deal.
14-hour show tomorrow.
Yeah, 14-hour I butter some biscuits. Well, hey, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, have a day, have a night, have a great stinking rest of your Wednesday. And buckle up. We got a jam-packed trade deadline on Thursday. We'll see you at 2 p.m. Eastern time for a brand new edition of the Ryan Ripken Show. Ballin'.